welcome to this episode of the OCNJ Local, your podcast for everything happening here in America's greatest family resort. We're your hosts, Dominic Doherty and Drew Fazy.
And we are your local guys.
You know what? This is take 2 of this episode, and I still nailed the intro out of the park. You know, you would figure I would choke the second time around, but I got it.
No, you got it, buddy.
Listen, it's anyway. We wanted to take a minute and do a podcast about an event that Drew and myself and Shannon are working tirelessly here to get together. The Creative Kids Market. If you follow us on social media, you've seen some posts about it now. We wanted to give a little bit of background, a little bit of information about what it is, how to get there, and how this whole thing came about. So Drew, I'll turn it over to you. Why don't you give us the details first of the who, what, where, when, and why of this creative market, and then we'll go into the background a little bit.
Okay. So this is our second Creative Kids Market. We had one in July. First one was in July. And the Creative Kids Market is an opportunity for kids 8 to 17, roughly, school age kids who are creative that make things. It could be, they could crochet, they could make jewelry, they could be painters, they could be sculptors, whatever it may be, arts and crafts. It gives them an opportunity to showcase what they make, number one, and to be entrepreneurs and display what they make and sell what they make. And they keep all their proceeds. They set up their area, their table. They can get creative with that, and they sell what they make. We're having this at the Music Pier on Saturday, October 11th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now that coincides with the block party, so there's going to be thousands of people at the block party in Asbury Avenue, and a lot of them come up to the boardwalk because the boardwalk merchants have their table sales. So if you're a shopper, it's a great day to come to Ocean City, and our kids are going to be up there and in the loggia of the Music Pier. Come out and support them. These are creative kids. Some of the stuff that we saw in July was really creative, really well done. And you could tell these kids poured their heart and souls into their creations. So we're really hoping the community supports them. It's no cost to the kids. They get to keep all of their proceeds. We're just doing this really to support the kids in a different way other than sports, right? Dom and I are big sports guys. We're always talking about those kids. So we want to give a different demographic a spotlight and an opportunity.
Yeah, and support young entrepreneurs. So many kids out there have that spirit in them, and it's hard at that age to find a place where you can sell your crafts with marketing behind it, traffic behind it. One of the things that you'll see all the time here in Ocean City is, you got your lemonade stands, you got kids selling jewelry, you got all kinds of stuff on the street corner, but there's not really a place or a power behind it. And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to give kids who have that spirit an opportunity, like Drew said, to come out, display their creations, sell it, keep 100% of the proceeds. And, who knows what's going to come from it, Drew. Maybe one of these kids one day will have a store in Ocean City. Maybe, they'll go off and start an online store. It's just an opportunity for them, not only to display what they make, but to interact with the public. You said we did this in July. July was our first market. And the coolest thing that I thought from the market was when it first started, a lot of the kids in the market were hesitant to talk to people. They were having trouble interacting with the goers of the market. By the end, these kids were saying hi to everybody. They were talking to people. They were getting out and they were selling their wares like true professionals. And it was awesome to see the confidence that they gained. You know,
I
and that to me
I totally
was a
agree,
really
Dom.
big
I saw the
win.
same thing. I saw the same thing,
You know,
and
and
it was a combination. It was a little slow the first half hour, and the kids were a little shy. They weren't really sure what to expect. But after an hour, hour and a half in, they all loosened up. People were very nice to them. That helped. But they all loosened up and they engaged with everyone who came up to their table, and they talked about their product and how they got into it and how they started and how long they've been doing it and where they came from and all that stuff. And it was really they were selling themselves as well as selling their product.
yeah, and those are skills that you can take, far beyond just selling your stuff. Those are skills that, unfortunately, a lot of people lack in this world. So to have the chance to do it and make a little money and be in Ocean City, it's a great time. Um, their first time it was just us. We wanted to put it on. We wanted to see what it would be like, what the turnout would be like. This time around though, we decided to go bigger and better, and you know we reached out to the business community, and when they heard this idea, they were like, "This is awesome. How do I be a part of this? We want to get on board. Um, this is exactly the kind of stuff that we want to give back to. We're hardworking, we're entrepreneurs. We took those risks, and we love that you guys are giving the kids an opportunity. So we have a bunch of sponsors, and I'd be remiss if we didn't
And that
mention
started with the
them.
chamber. They were
They're
very excited about this, as you recall.
Yeah, the Chamber of Commerce was super excited. They love giving back to the community, love giving back to the kids, and when they saw what they were doing, they immediately threw their support behind it. Michelle Gillian was big. She was the one who actually suggested we do a block party weekend, and helped us get everything in motion there. So, shout out to the Chamber. Thank you, Michelle, for your support. We definitely appreciate it. And then after that, more and more people just came on board. Um, Manco is going to give lunch, pizza for the kids for lunch. Core Brothers is hooking them up with ice cream, as well as some passes to Goofy Golf, um, Playland Castaway Cove. They're giving, some golf passes to their two golf places, the Pier 9 and Golden Galleons. Sorry for butchering that one, Brian, but you know, you're doing a good thing and we appreciate it. Um, Johnson's Popcorn is putting some popcorn out. OCNJHomes.com is giving beach towels to the kids. 7th Street Surf Shop is giving them a t-shirt and stickers. Staten's family of stores donated the bags for the swag bags, as well as bags for the kids to put their sales in. Bowfish Kids is a sponsor as well too. Uncle Bill's Pancake
Chili's
House jumped on
making
board.
Chili's T-shirt
Jilly's
factory
T-shirt
is
fact
making T-shirts for the kids.
T-shirts for the kids. Alicia's Balloon Boutique on West Avenue is going to come and build a huge balloon arch at the entrance of the music pier to help draw people in. Last time, Drew, it was just me and you out on the boardwalk, like, "Hey guys, get in here! Hey guys, get in here," which worked sometimes, not all the time. But this balloon arch, I'm really excited to see, and how that draws people in. Um, who else do we got? We got Surfer
7th Street
Supplies.
Surf Shop, right?
Um, yeah, 7th Street Surf Shop too.
He was
Um,
he was super excited about it. He wanted to come help set up and break us down, and
That was
He
Surfer
loved the idea.
Supplies, and Andrew at Surfer
I'm sorry,
Supplies.
Surfer Supplies.
Andrew at Surfer Supplies was ready to. Yeah, he was ready to come break down, set up tables. He was ready to do whatever. He was all on board. Um,
Yeah.
and that's just the kind of guys that, well, it's just a speaks to the surfing community everywhere, really, in Ocean City. We're all willing to help out. But that was awesome that for Andrew to say, not only am I gonna make a make a donation, but I'm gonna give my time. Killwinds, they're on
Yeah,
board.
he loved the idea. He was John Dayback. He was immediately.
Yeah,
I think he was our first sponsor. In fact,
he was actually. Killwinds jumped right on board. Another sponsor we got was Glazed Over, and Saltworks Studio. The art and the creative community in town, they got behind it right away.
Yeah, for sure,
which was cool. Then, even some contractors got involved, like Shore Points Roofing, Blue Coast Property Management. Who else is in there? I said OCNJ Homes already. We had a financial advisor, Jay Bradley Capital, who's like, "Yo, that's great." They're going to donate some stuff to the swag bag as well too. We even got an out of town restaurant, the Red Lion Inn. The Black family, their daughter Zoe's going to be in the market. They love the idea too. Speaking with Steve, he's an entrepreneur. He's got multiple businesses going on. His main one being the Red Lion Inn. Homemade Italian food, delicious stuff. So if you're looking for a date night, check that one out. Trying to
Uncle
think, did we forget
Bill's.
anybody? There were so many.
Yeah, Uncle Bill's.
I mentioned
They
them,
were on
I'm pretty
board for
sure.
sure. We have the PBA, of course. They're anything with kids, they're going to support, right? So the Ocean
Anything
City
with the
PBA
community.
is next one.
Yeah,
What's
they're
that?
great. Yeah, they're great. I
Yeah,
agree. They help us with the junior raiders. They help out in the community. Not only do they put their lives
anything
on the
with
line to
kids, the
protect
PBA are
us.
going to say yes to.
Yeah,
We have the
they did a great job with their first night. That was pretty awesome. Their first night,
that was
or sorry,
yeah
not first night. First night I'm thinking of is what the city does, the
uh,
National Night Out. Their
National
National
Night
Night
Out.
Out in
You're thinking
August.
of yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Um, Three members, three candidates for the school board: Kevin Barnes, Jen Black, and Jen Dwyer. They were. I think they came to us. They heard about it and came to us and said, "Hey, we want to support this."
Yep,
So that was
that
another.
was another sponsor. What
Um,
else? Who else? Man,
Anyone
there's
else,
so many,
Tom?
and I don't know.
And
There's so
so
many.
yeah. So what about the? Let's talk about the. Hopefully, we didn't forget anybody. I don't think that we did. Um,
Don't
what
worry, I
about
won't
the?
forget you because if you're following us on social media, you've been seeing my thank you post. Everyone's going to get a thank you post, and I won't forget you there. I promise you that. And you're
Yeah.
not forgotten on the signage that'll be there and on the T-shirt and everywhere else. So if we did forget you, I do apologize. Um, Let me just think, make
What
sure I didn't
about the
forget.
different crafts that are going to that are going to be on display?
Oh man, we got so much in the first market. I thought we were going to be really jewelry heavy, and even though there were quite a few jewelry makers, all the jewelry was different. I still have my bracelet that I bought at the market right there. It's been on since July 22nd. I can't believe it. Um, this time around, we have some pretty interesting vendors. We have candle makers, we have woodworking, we have jewelry, we have our first ever baker, young baker, is going to be there. Um, what else did I notice? We have some
I'm going
baby
to have to keep you
clothes, some
away from that
hands.
table, I think, Tom.
Yes,
I'm
please
going to have to
do.
keep
Please
you away
keep
from the
me.
baked goods.
Yes. Well, yeah, that and the Manco pizza. You got to keep me away from those two things for
Yeah.
sure. Um,
Our
we
our
have handsome baby
probably our
clothes.
probably
Go
our
ahead.
biggest selling uh, entrepreneur is coming back.
Yeah, we do have
minded.
four repeaters. One of them being the crochet artist, who is incredibly
Her
talented.
stuff is phenomenal.
Yeah. Um, I was excited too. One of the artists is coming back. I actually bought a seashell that she painted that had a whale tail in it, and that sits in my kitchen right now. So I'm happy she's coming back.
I'm happy
Um,
she's coming back too. Her stuff was really cool.
yeah. Uh, who else
So
is coming
a,
back?
a, a pretty wide variety of of arts and crafts, and um, it. I was impressed in July. I was very impressed. You know, you, I was a little concerned
Yeah,
that
so was I.
that a lot of it would be kind of childish, if that's a good way to frame that. But it was really, there's a lot of talent out there in our school system. A lot of talent, a
Yeah,
lot
and
of
just in the
creativity.
area and people that come to town. It really is a neat opportunity to not only support a young entrepreneur, but to get some really good quality stuff. I mean, look, this thing's still kicking, Drew. It's been 2 months, and I surf every day. I go to the gym, and it's still holding on. Um,
Yeah,
you know, and we had a 3D printer there last time. A kid that 3D printed things, and I bought a clip
that's
that I
right.
have on my leash, and I carry it around, and I don't never have to hold a bag of poop again. I feel like a king. Let's put it that way. Um, so, but no, um, it is awesome.
Yeah.
We're
So
happy
the
to do
reason
it.
we're on today is to tell people about the market and to ask you to support these kids. Come on out.
Yeah,
We're not telling you to buy anything or asking you to buy anything, although that would be nice. But come out and see for yourself the artistry and creativity that we have in our community. So it's Saturday, October 11th, block party Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. At the music pier. We encourage everyone to come out and check these kids out.
yep. And we'll be going live on our social media, talking to the kids, talking to the people that attend the market. Um, we really want to hype this up for them, make it, celebrate them, because it takes a lot to put yourself out there. It takes a lot to sit at a table for 4 hours and talk to strangers that come by, especially for a 13-year-old. And the cool thing about it, Drew, is that while your parents are there and the parents are at the booth, the parents are hands off. One of our requirements is that if your kid's going to be there, your kid's got to make change, your kid's got to make the sales. If your kid's got to leave and go to the bathroom, you're not selling for them. It's all kids, all of them.
Yep.
So, um, definitely, like Drew said, come out and support these young entrepreneurs, these young creative talents. Because you never know, you might find something that strikes your fancy and ends up in your kitchen, or ends up sleeping. You end up sleeping next to this nice crochet pillow or something like that. So, uh, you know, come out and check it out, everyone. Again, to beat the dead horse here, Saturday, October 11th, block party weekend at the Music Pier from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Creative Kids Market. As always, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We always appreciate your support, and we're looking forward to your support for this event too. This has been the OCNJ Local, your podcast for everything happening here in America's greatest family resort. Peace.